Also, you said how long to render? It takes me like 20 hours to fully render a piece. So, depending on the type of piece and what I'm rendering, time varies. But generally, if it is a fully rendered piece, like a fully rendered illustration, I paint the entire canvas and I do like full stuff, a minimum of 17 hours and a maximum of 30. But on average, around 20 hours. The less of the elements I already have in my visual library, like the more I have to look up references, the more hours. I'm really used to like forest scenes and stuff like that. So I did cultivate references for this, but it was less of me looking back and forth for the sake of like drawing a tree and more of me looking to figure out how I wanted the lighting to look, where I wanted to place my visual elements. If I render the piece less, it's probably closer to 10. I never got into digital 2D due to the tech issues. Ow. My B. So I don't understand what rendering is for 2D art. My brain thinks of the way we use it for 3D art, but I'm gonna assume they're not the same. You're right, they are not the same. So you make the stuff in the program, and then when you put it to render, it's like you're putting it through the process in the program to actually give you the asset, so you can view it how it would look in a thing, or to fully make the asset exist, essentially, as opposed to just having the item in the construction of the file. So rendering in 2D art is, how do I use words? It's like textures that haven't loaded in a video game. It's not that. So it's not like the thing showing up. Rendering is the process of cultivating your illustration to completion, I guess. This is a drawing, but it's not shaded, it's not cleaned up at all, it's not like you can have a completed illustration without fully rendering it. Okay, this is actually a pretty good example. This is a not rendered illustration for me. This is unrendered. Even this is pushing it a little bit. Versus this layer is what it looks like when I render my art. It's me going back over, smoothing things out, adding texture, adding highlight, adding shadows, creating depth, maybe fixing perspectives, fixing shapes. I do a lot of the pre-work without rendering, but rendering is definitely the longest process of any illustration for me. This illustration is very simple, so it requires a lot less rendering to look fully rendered, but so like this piece, I went in and I painted every stupid little leg, added texture, little peats, like the eyeball was its own process. And that's just why it takes so long. Like each little star, I copied and pasted some of them and then edited them or flipped them around, painted all the little wisps. These mushrooms took so long. If we go into the time-lapse replay, oh my god, can I scrub through this? Oh wow. So this is the sketch or the concept. This is me doing like line work, cementing the piece or the actual concept for what I wanted to do and what I was going to render. This isn't rendering yet. Same thing, I'm still just like illustrating. I wouldn't consider this rendering yet. Okay, this. Like, okay, now that I have all of my flat layers down, these are all of my base layers. This is everything I did with a brush. Until I start going in, touching stuff directly, I don't consider it rendering. I like the stupid ant a lot. I put them on a t-shirt. They're on my Etsy.